It's all surreal at first, especially because it's just all been such a I guess a roller coaster for me, and to finally get what I've been working so hard for, and what I've dreamed of getting is, it's the best feeling. But at the same time, I know it carries a lot of responsibility, and I gotta really buckle down and get serious and even more serious. Like I said, I feel good about how I've been preparing, but I just got to take it to the next level. And but it was an awesome moment for me.
Clint, talk about playing your first start at Baton Rouge against the #1 team in the country.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it. Somehow, a bunch of people already know about it. But they're like, #1 team in the country. It'd be a great way to start it off. But they're a great defense. There's no doubt about it. They hardly have any weaknesses, if any. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. But I kind of almost wouldn't want it any other way. But it's going to be huge for us this week preparing for them. Especially me having hardly any experience and 0 starts, and it's going to be big for us this week to get prepared. So when we get in there, and I've heard just stories about how loud it is, so we'll be ready then. We won't have to worry about it. I got to be careful on how I word this. It's just playing quarterback, and I guess you say other positions here. You have to think you're the best, and that's just how it is. I've said that before when I didn't get it, and I said that last year, and I've heard other guys say it. So I expected it the whole time, but that's just because I'm a competitor. But I prepared myself for everything. I learned a lot from last time, so I wasn't going to get too high or too low, expect anything. I was just going to go in there and just completely level-headed and just even keel on whatever happens, and I did, and I got the best news and that I could get. So I even more so, I had to just make sure I just stayed even keel and not get too happy. Handle it the best way, because it was very exciting. It's just crazy to think about it, but it's at the same time, it's what I've given 2.5 years. Yeah, it's not that big of an adjustment. Soligent was pretty fast defensively. They had some D linemen. I think their biggest one was about 220 pounds, so it won't be that big of an adjustment. But okay, maybe it's the best defense that I might possibly ever face in my first start. But that's why you come to Auburn. That's why you play SEC. That's why you have the big dreams. What bigger stage could I possibly play on? And to get to start on it is, I'm so lucky, so blessed.
You feel like
now I finally realize that I'm still learning. I did learn from that, but I'm still learning, and so I feel really good about where I'm at. But at the same time, I do know that there's going to be some tough situations, but I do feel very good about the fact that I'm going to stay level-headed, even keel, because that's my main focus off the field. That's just the only thing that popped in my head. I did. Everybody's favorite guy's the backup, and everybody, especially the fans, and they were a little energetic, and I think that had a little something to do with it. But no matter how high or low I've been, I've never changed towards the guys on the team, because they're the reason that you come, and that's something I necessarily didn't stress, as far as picking a school. But your teammates are who you're with every single day, and if you don't have good teammates and you don't like your teammates, you're just going to be absolutely miserable, and you're not going. There's no way to do good. So, man, I have a great relationship with almost everybody. I love everybody on that team. I have so many good friends, and they were just happy for me. I think they know how much time and effort I've put into it, and how much I've been through. Like I said, it's not the most, but they just know what I've been through, and I love those guys, so they were happy for me. They're going to be coming straight for me. I don't think there's any doubt about that. No stars, no experience. They're probably pumped up over there, excited, but it's just couldn't get any better. I mean, aggressive defense, #1 team in the country. I mean, all the hype coming up into it, it's Death Valley and everything, but, yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking, but at the same time, like, how better, how could you draw it up better? That's just the most dramatic situation you can think of. That's awesome. That's what we play the game for. It's awesome to just get people from Leroy to call and be emotional, after they saw the ESPN thing. I hadn't played it down, hadn't started, and it's just such a big deal to them, and not necessarily the fact that I'm just playing and getting a little publicity. It's just the fact that I'm, not letting the fact that I was a little school and a small school guy, affect it or and overcoming that, because like I say, I was shafted by any means, but I was looked at as the little school guy, a little hesitant on him. I'd rather have a bigger school guy than taking a chance on him. But yeah, I kind of do. It feels so good to just. I've had so many people from Leroy, Facebook, text, calls, just to make them proud. It's pretty cool because nobody knows where Leroy is, and everybody makes fun of it on the team, and it's slowly changing. It's we still got a little work to do, but it's slowly changing, and hopefully we get Sammy healthy, and he can help me out a little bit with that. But yeah, I do kind of feel like that a little bit, but it's a great feeling too, just to make people in Leroy happy. Just a country kid from Leroy making people happy going through that situation, the best thing for me was just to get away. I think I've told y'all before, it took me a few days, and it's going to. It's a huge deal. There's no way to downplay this. At the moment, y'all grown-ups can probably look back and be like, oh, it's not that big, but to us, it's humongous. So I know how he feels, and I'm gonna give him a little bit. And I'm probably just gonna text him and be like, whenever you want to talk, let me know. I know how it is. And I love you.